That's yanked into the stand. Strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Bautista has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning. Stepping in, Mitch Moreland, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Moreland.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the big curveball.
That's exactly what you don't want to do first pitch. If you're going to swing first pitch, you want to drive it. You can't take an ugly, bad swing on the first pitch when you know what you're looking for. They got to be more patient because you're going to get more pitches.
And a half-hearted swing there as they tie him up in. At the plate, Matt Duffy. He'll lead things off here in the bottom.
Off with a 51.
Now he'll step off.
Matt Duffy.
Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. One strike. The windup and the 0-1. And this is bounced foul at the plate, and that moves the count to 0-2 now. And he runs up to bunt with 2 strikes, but this will get foul, so he's gone.
Second baseman.
Here's Javier Baez. Into the windup and the pitch. And he jumps at a changeup, a swing and a miss.
Really deceptive changeup there. Very well executed. It looks like it just sort of dies when it gets close to the plate.
Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. And another foul ball. Looking for back-to-back Ks to start the game. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2.
Batting third.
Now batting, Jose Bautista. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Oh, missed that one by a mile. It's 0-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now.
Matt, he's 1 pitch away from striking out the side. Now that's a shutdown.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do. Digging in, Danny Valencia. He'll start things out in the top half of the second.
Third baseman, Danny Valencia.
He's set. Here it comes. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. In is Jorge Soler.
Center fielder number 12, Jorge Soler.
Here comes the first pitch. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. Here's the pitch. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now.
Matt, I like the last 2 pitches. A changeup and then a fastball, and he's late with the swing on the fastball right there. You got him in between right now, and that's an advantage to the pitcher.
So he sets him down swinging. Jorge Soler goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Line to the right side. Bautista is there, and it's a very quick inning as the side is retired. Here's Byung-Ho Park. He'll start us out here in the home half of the second.
First baseman, Byung-Ho Park.
Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Well, he was clearly looking for a fastball right there, and that slider got right to him and went whoop, slid to the side, and as a result, you got an ugly swing and miss.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. There to take it is Alonso, one away. Digging in, Scott Schebler. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch coming. Here it is. And a slider just about gets away from him there as it runs in a bit too close for comfort.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you can do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2. Here's Juan Lagares. They'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. At the plate, Dylan Bundy. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Catcher, Dylan Bundy.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike. 0-1, here it comes. Hard ground ball to third. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. Riding in once again, Jonathan Villar. 0-for-1 here in the early going. Runs up to bunt here, but he missed it for strike one. Here it comes. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Here it comes on 1-1. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
I like that combination right there. Show him the curveball, and now that fastball sitting in the low 90s is going to look even faster. Nice job of mixing it up.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Line towards center field. Schebler is there now, and he has it. 2 gone. Digging in to try it again. Howie Kendrick. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. From the stretch. And a breaking ball backs him out of the way. 1-0 the count.
He did a nice job of getting 2 outs before the 2-hitter came to the plate. Now you got the 2-hitter at the plate, and you start to move to the power. You want to keep as many of those little guys out front off the base before the big boys come up.
1-1 pitch is a slider that's cut on and missed for strike 2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3. And coming to the plate now, Brad Miller. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3.
Brad Miller.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Soler is there. And that's the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Robinson Chirinos.
Catcher, Robinson Chirinos.
Into the windup and the pitch. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. Oh, 0-1 count and the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
Well, he doubled up on that slider, so that tells me he's really feeling it at this point in the game. Good chance we'll see a heavy dose of that slider as this start continues.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now. Stepping into the box, Seth Lugo. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. And here's a called strike at the knees. Don't think he liked that one too much, but it's 0-1. Hit out towards second. Moncada has it. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Settling in now, Yonder Alonso.
Leading off
He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Baseman, Yonder Alonso.
Now a swing, and he pops it foul behind the plate. And he will make the catch here right in front of the screen, and that's your first out.
Now batting.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Evan Gattis. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Hard on the ground towards short. Duffy is up with it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the fourth. Ready for another chance? Mitch Moreland comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Matt, he's really putting on a clinic. The first pitch strike, we talk about it all the time. He's 90% in this game, first pitch strike. When you do that, you're going to have great success.
Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Moving under it, Schebler. And that's the third out. Standing in, Matt Duffy. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
The shortstop.
Into the windup
Duffy.
and the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Moncada fields it cleanly. 1 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Javier Baez. He struck out while trying to lay down a bunt last time. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Matt, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. So digging in now, Jose Bautista. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Runner goes. Here's the first pitch chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. From the belt, kicks and deals. He's on the move again from first. Hit in the air out to center field. There to pull it in is Soler, and there are 2 away. Throw is low, and it gets by. On to first, and they get the double play. Digging in now, Danny Valencia. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Valencia.
Grounded to short. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. In is Jorge Soler. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Soler.
First pitch hack in here, and that's the first strike.
His pitch count is in a really good place at this point in the game. He's pounding the zone and getting first pitch outs just like he did on the last guy. We might see him work deep into this game if he keeps this up.
Swing and a line drive. And this had home run distance, but it just does hook foul. Another 0-2 home. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. Chirinos corrals it, and he makes the throw to first. Soler is retired, 2 down now.
10. Second baseman.
Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Swinging a looper to left. Coming in is Lagares. He makes the play. A great catch on the run to retire the side. Stepping into the box, Byung-Ho Park. He'll lead things off as we begin the home 5th.
Byung-Ho Park.
Little chopper back to the mound. A quick out number 1. And that brings up Scott Schebler. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Breaking ball that's cut on and missed for the first strike.
Well, this offense finds themselves struggling right now, and they're down a few runs. They got to try to manufacture, get somebody on, maybe hit and run, and then you look for the big ball. Looks like right now everybody's swinging for the downs. They got to turn it around a little bit, play a little small ball, get it going.
And a check swing here. They'll point down to the third base umpire, but no swing on that one. It's ball one. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Had him fooled as he swings through the curveball. 2 down. Here's Juan Lagares looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Ground ball left side. Scooped up on the backhand. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Dylan Bundy. He'll try and get things started as we begin inning number 6. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now here's the pitch. Curveball stays a little high that time.
Well, here's one of those dreaded situations. It's 2-0 to American League pitcher. You have to make him swing the bat. He doesn't get many opportunities to swing, and right now he's not getting much opportunity either.
Digging in once again, Jonathan Villar. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch on its way. And a check swing here, but he clearly went around on a pitch that would have been a strike anyway. It's 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball.
He might have been setting him up with that high fastball to change his eye level. Now he's got him set up. Maybe he'll go down the zone.
Smoked on the ground up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Here's Howie Kendrick, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Schebler is over. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. Here's Yonder Alonso, 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike.
Matt, I thought they were working around him right here, and he went out and swung at a ball that wasn't even in the zone. So now he's letting his pride get in the way. If they're going to walk you, let them walk you.
Lagares is there. Let's see if they test it. Ready for another shot now. Evan Gattis. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He could put 3 runs on the board in a hurry. So expect them to try to get him to chase something.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Ready for another chance? Brad Miller. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Third baseman.
First delivery to him on the way. Line towards center field. And this inning starts with a solid base hit. So the leadoff man's aboard in their half of the 6th inning. At the plate, Robinson Chirinos comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Good slider there, and he gets ahead of him 0-1.
Here we are in the middle of the game, and he's 90% on the first pitch strike, throwing strikes. 90%. Forget about it. You do that, you got no chance of hitting this guy.
There to play it is Moreland, and there's one away. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Riding in once again, Seth Lugo. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Pitch is popped up. Moncada is there. 2 down. Digging in to try it again, Matt Duffy. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Pitch in the dirt, and that gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Here it comes, 1-0. A swing here on the fastball, and this will get fouled off to the right side. Here's the 1-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Now at the plate, Mitch
Leading off
Moreland.
for Miami, right fielder, Mitch Moreland.
Ground ball right side. There's Baez. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The batter,
Ready
third
once
baseman,
again, Danny Valencia. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. And he had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He's set. Here's the 0-1. And here's a ball hit in the air. Baez ranging into shallow right. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Center fielder number 12.
Coming to the plate
Jorge
now, Jorge Soler.
Soler.
He struck out twice thus far, so we'll see if he can fare any better here. Hard ground ball to third, and just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit. So Yoan Moncada has a chance following that 2-out base hit.
The batter number 10.
Into the box
Second
now,
baseman,
Yoan Moncada. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch. Chopped down the first baseline, but it's a foul ball, says the first base umpire. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Here's Javier Baez. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate
Leading off
thus
for
far.
Arizona, second baseman, Javier
Sends that one out of
Baez.
play for strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Goodness. 0-2 now.
This is exactly what they didn't want. Leading off an inning, and he goes up and he's swinging at everything. His balls aren't even close. He's got to make him work a little bit.
Soft liner towards center, and that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. Leadoff hitters aboard, and that means the tying run will come forward here in the late innings. Here comes the right fielder, Jose Bautista. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
Now that is power. You want to challenge me? I'm giving him a big swing. That was the big swing right there. I loved it.
I had him guessing that time, as he's barely able to foul it away. Working for the punch out and the offering. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3. Ready now, Byung-Ho Park. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And he's in front of a tight little slider that time.
Matt, this is getting a little ridiculous. That strike right there puts him at 90% of hitters he's throwing first pitch strike to. You do that, yeah, you're going to dominate lineups.
Looks to me like he's just trying to do too much up there at the plate. That's an easy trap to fall into when you're the tying run, but you can't be chasing pitches out of the zone.
And he will scurry back to first, as he'll think twice about trying to move up. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw. Digging in, the switch hitter, Dylan Bundy.
Leading off for the Hurricanes, pitcher Dylan Bundy.
Tyler
attention,
Flowers
please.
is going to be asked
Now
to get
coming into pinch hit, Tyler Flowers.
and he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Well, he's throwing over 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters in the game right now. That's why he's pitching late in the game. He's getting ahead of guys, and then you can manipulate as you move forward.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Liner toward right center. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. Into the box,
The batter,
Jonathan Villar.
shortstop.
It was a two-bagger for him in his
Villar.
last at-bat. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. Comes set, and the 0-1. This is line to left. And a knock for him this time. He's 2 for 4 for the game. Striding in, Howie Kendrick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Kendrick.
Driven nicely into the gap. Flowers is on his way home. In to score, the runner from second. In to score is the runner from first. That makes it a 4-0 ball game. Now to the plate, Yonder Alonso. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Ball 1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
Now a drive out to left center field. Kendrick rounds third and is digging for the plate. And the runner from second is in to score. And he will pull into second with an RBI double. So stepping in, Evan Gattis. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch to him. Fouled back.
Ooh, that's one he wants back right now. Man, it looked like his timing was perfect. He just didn't barrel it up.
Hit on the ground out to short. Duffy from the outfield grass. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out. Digging in, Mitch Moreland. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Bautista has a read on it. Makes the play, 1 away. Now batting, Danny Valencia. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Danny Valencia.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. Throw comes in quickly here, and that'll prevent the runner at third from testing things here.
Now batting.
Stepping up to the plate,
fielder.
Jorge Soler. Last time through was a base hit. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. 3 runs already home here. Slider. Ooh, thought he had him, but it's 1-2.
Well, no surprise on that one. That's the classic slider down the way, trying to get him to chase on that 0-2 pitch.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
Second baseman, Yoan Moncada.
Has a look, now the pitch. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left. Lagares is there, and he puts it away as they're able to escape with. Wandy Peralta is on to pitch out of the bullpen. At the plate, Scott Schebler. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. And a half-hearted swing there as he tried to go the other way, and it's strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
So he threw the slider darting away to him 2 times in a row. Now I don't think he'll go for it again. I'm looking for something hard inside on this pitch.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time. Striding into the box, Juan Lagares. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. Now a bunt attempt here, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in and looking for more, Brad Miller. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. 2 out, nobody on. And a bunt attempt misses, and we'll see how they play it down 0-2.
Well, that shot tells you everything you need to know. He's really a little frustrated tonight. This has been a tough game. They haven't swung the bats well, and they need to start getting some offense going. Whoa, he tried to get a little cute right there, a little 2-strike.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that. Standing in, Wandy Peralta. He'll lead things.